Welcome back to LGBT Crime Files. If you're new here, this is the channel where we dive deep into stories of courage, loss, justice, and resilience within the LGBTQ+ community and its allies. Today, we have a powerful, yet heartbreaking story to share. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment below. Your engagement helps us keep these important discussions going and ensures we continue amplifying the voices that need to be heard. In this episode, we're paying tribute to Laura Ann Carleton, a mother, wife, entrepreneur, and fierce ally to the LGBTQ community. Her life and legacy were cut short in a tragic act of violence, but her impact continues to resonate across the world. Let's take a closer look at the life of Laura Ann Carleton, the woman who made love, inclusivity, and courage her lifelong mission. Laura Ann Carleton, known to those closest to her as Lauri, was born and raised in sunny Southern California. Growing up, she was always surrounded by creativity and culture, from the picturesque beaches to the diverse communities around her. Lauri had a natural gift for art and design, which led her to study at the prestigious Art Center College of Design in Pasadena. It was here that she honed her craft and began to realize the powerful intersection between creativity, design, and social justice. After graduating, Lauri took the fashion world by storm, working for over 20 years at Kenneth Cole, a renowned brand known for its bold designs and social activism. Lauri wasn't just any designer. She quickly became a key player in the company, contributing to collections that not only pushed the boundaries of fashion, but also conveyed strong messages about social issues. Whether it was advocating for LGBTQ+ rights or standing against racial injustice, Lauri was a voice that believed in the power of fashion as a tool for positive change. Even with a successful career in fashion, Lauri's greatest passion was always her family. She and her husband, Bolli, raised 9 children together, blending their careers, family life, and community involvement in a way that was both beautiful and inspiring. Her children, many of whom are involved in the arts and social causes themselves, remember Lauri as a woman who always put her family first, providing love, guidance, and unwavering support. For Lauri, family was the foundation of everything she did professionally and personally. In 2021, after stepping away from the corporate world, Lauri and Bolli opened Mag.Pi, a boutique located in the small mountain town of Cedar Glen, California. This was Lauri's dream come to life, an eclectic, art-inspired space where individuality and creativity were celebrated, and where inclusivity was at the heart of every transaction. Mag.Pi wasn't just a clothing store, it was a community space. With its curated collection of unique fashion pieces, handmade jewelry, and art from local LGBTQ creators, Mag.Pi became a hub for inclusivity and artistic expression. But what made the store stand out most was its bold public statement. A large rainbow pride flag proudly waved in front of the boutique, a clear signal that everyone was welcome, regardless of their identity or background. Every customer who walked into Mag.Pi could feel the love and warmth that Lauri poured into the space. Lauri's mantra was simple yet powerful: love and acceptance are free. Let's share them. Whether it was through a meaningful conversation or just the vibrant atmosphere she created, Lauri's presence made everyone feel seen, heard, and respected. For her, the boutique was a symbol of everything she stood for: creativity, diversity, and inclusion. On August 18, 2023, Laura Ann Carleton's life was tragically taken from her. That morning, a man, upset by the pride flag displayed outside Mag.Pi, confronted Lauri. He expressed his anger over the flag, one of the most visible symbols of love and inclusivity in the world. Despite his aggression, Lauri stood firm in her beliefs, refusing to remove the flag or back down. In the heat of the confrontation, the situation escalated, and Lauri was shot and killed in her own store. The suspect in this senseless act was identified as Travis Higuchi, a 27-year-old man with a troubling history of online activity promoting hate. Ikiguchi's social media profiles were filled with posts advocating against LGBTQ+ rights and other forms of bigotry. His posts frequently included hateful rhetoric and conspiracy theories that reflected his extremist ideologies. Friends and acquaintances later described him as deeply isolated, with a history of harboring intense anger towards progressive symbols, including pride flags. Law enforcement uncovered a disturbing pattern in Ikiguchi's behavior. He had long expressed a fascination with violent ideologies, regularly engaging with hate-driven online communities. Authorities revealed that his digital footprint included interactions with extremists content promoting anti-LGBTQ sentiments. This deeply ingrained bigotry fueled the violent act that led to Lauri's death, a stark reminder of the dangers posed by radicalization and unchecked hatred. Ikaguchi's actions were not spontaneous. They were the culmination of years of growing hatred and radicalization. Witnesses described how his confrontation with Lauri escalated, beginning with verbal threats and ending in tragedy. It's a haunting narrative of how bigotry, when left unchecked, can evolve into violence. Lauri's death was senseless, heartbreaking, and all too familiar. Hate toward LGBTQ+ individuals and allies is still prevalent, and Lauri became another victim of that hate. But what makes her death even more tragic is that it was a direct attack on everything she stood for. A woman who gave everything to create spaces of love and acceptance, only to have her life taken for standing up for those very values. News of Lauri's death spread quickly, igniting an outpouring of support from the LGBTQ community and allies around the world. Vigils were held in her honor, with people raising their pride flags high, chanting her name, and reflecting on her legacy. Social media was flooded with messages of love and remembrance for Lauri, and Mag.Pi became a place where people gathered to honor her life. People who had crossed paths with Lauri shared stories of how she had touched their lives. One customer recalled how Lauri had given them a sense of belonging when they had nowhere else to turn. Another talked about how Lauri's unwavering support for the LGBTQ+ community had inspired them to live their truth more boldly. Lauri's family and friends, while devastated by their loss, vowed to continue her work to keep her message of love, acceptance, and allyship alive. Lauri may no longer be with us, but her legacy lives on in the actions of those who loved her and in the countless lives she impacted. Her story reminds us that the fight for equality and justice is far from over, and we all have a role to play. We can honor Lauri's memory by standing up against hate wherever we see it, whether that's through supporting LGBTQ rights, advocating for safer spaces, or simply showing kindness to someone who needs it. Lauri's legacy challenges us to be better allies, to fight harder for what's right, and to spread love and inclusivity every single day. So, what can we do? Start by supporting businesses like Mag.Pi that champion diversity. Donate to LGBTQ+ organizations like the Trevor Project or PFLAG, or simply speak out when you see injustice. Every act of kindness counts, and together, we can build the world that Lauri dreamed of. Laura Ann Carleton was more than just a victim of hate. She was a beacon of hope and love. She taught us that allyship is not passive, it's something we actively choose every day. Her legacy is not just a reminder of what we've lost, but a call to action for what we can still achieve together. Thank you for joining me today as we remember the extraordinary life of Laura Ann Carleton. If her story moved you, share this video to keep her memory alive, raise your pride flag in her honor, or take action in your community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts or how you plan to honor Lauri's legacy. Let's keep spreading love, and remember, love always wins.